Moto from the land of the rising sun. Today the World Champion. While we wait for the stars of this thrilling race finishing their cool-down laps, so let's take advantage of this moment to take a look at the Moto.
Right, so apologies about all of that. Turns out my donut put it on the wrong track. But hello and welcome to round 9. I thought it was round 8, but it's round 9. Because I didn't see the standings. So we have Jerez. Nelson can win the championship. All he's got to do is, well, if he wins both races, he's probably done it. So, not a huge amount of pressure, because Howling unfortunately isn't here.
Everything's ready for the
And yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit off with my nose is a bit messed up, so I might sniffle and sneeze here and there, which I can't control, but hopefully I won't be too bad. So a ref, bright sunny skies, a lot sunnier than usual, that's probably due to the time of day we're at. So champion to be, Nelson, starts with Craiginator behind him as they go into the final corner. So down the straight they go. Craiginator giving a big gap between him and Nelson. I wouldn't have done that if I were him. I would try and latch onto the back of Nelson as much as I could. And Nelson completely cuts the inside of turn 3. So maybe it was a good idea to not put right to the back of Nelson. Because the possibility Craiginator could have actually followed him, but anyway, Craig now on his lap. Down the straight as we now enter the what was the dry sack hairpin. Round there. And now into turn 7. I think that is Josh behind Craig. So he could be, he's had quite a few podiums. He's yet to win a race this season. He hasn't won since season 1 at Kota. He's also got his teammate Jack Berman, who could be a winning contender. He's scratching at that win, just it's not arrived yet. Bringing it through turn 12, and now into the final corner. Down the straight. He finishes the lap doing a 42.5. Josh has got some slipstream. Red in sector 3, and he goes pole by just over a tenth. We've got Jack Berman, his teammate, who's just behind Nelson, so he's got probably the best marker you can have out on the grid. So they're through turn 8, taking an early apex. And now going into the double rights of turns 9 and 10. Nicely hugging the curb. Not going out as wide the white line I thought he was going to. But nice use to the curb there. And now to these two fast right-handers as I nearly dropped my controller. And he's invalidated. Just doesn't seem to be going together for Nelson at the moment. He's got the, well, his sectors prove he's got the pace, just needs to put that lap together. But here comes Jack Berman. It's looking like it's going to be pole position. It is, it's a Mark VDS 1-2. It's just under 2 tenths separate the two of them. We have Max on the Itel Trans. He's now braking into turn 9 and 10. Taking a very tight line for turn 10. That's completely mocked up his exit, as you can see. You know, two people, there's the marshals there. Someone with a Dovey flags, but in fact Dovey isn't racing this season. But here comes Max now into the final corner, taking the last lap line there, and he's sort of missed the apex completely, but he's going to cross the line and naturally going to go 4th place. Yeah, so now it's just Finley and Nelson to do a lap time. Nelson red through sector 1. He should go pole if he can put this lap together. 3rd time of asking, last time of asking too. There's someone following him there. Or that was just some lag, I don't know. Couldn't tell. Craig needs a red sector 1. Through turn 8. And into turns 9 and 10. 3rd red sector surely, yeah. Through turn 11. And now turn 12. Now just the final corner to go for. Nice wide line back, and it really nicely with the rear. Latest apex. Straight as the bike out. And this should be pole position. And it says, and Craig Gator's invalidated. No! Oh, he could have been on the front row, but he's screwed it up. Finley with red sector 2. I don't know if that's up to date. What can he do? Sector 3 personal best, because he hasn't set a lap time yet. So could this be a front row start for Finley, ruining Mark VDS's hopes? And he's got an invalidated. Well, it's not counted, so I'll just take the lap off him anyway, wherever he finishes. So Nelson first, taking another pole position, looking to wrap up the championship. Jack Berman second, Josh third, Max fourth, Finley fifth, and Craig Nater. Why is Craig in sixth? That's glitched. Hopefully that fixes itself.
Hello and
Gray got disqualified. Good game, good game. And it's a long. Oh, this sense is going to go wrong. We now pray that the game doesn't break. Right, so we now wait for Finley. Excuse me. I guess he's restarting this game. Right, we're all ready. Let's go. Is the right order in it? Yeah. Right, let's pray nothing breaks this time.
hello and welcome to the Jerez de la Frontera circuit. Just a few more minutes.
Right, see, we go. The guys just got to change the tyres. Imagine it's a hard, medium, medium, something like that. Right, let's go. So this stream's gone perfect so far. Let's see if we can get a bit more perfect. Right, so Nelson and Paul alongside the two Mark VDSs. And they're off. Jack with the worst start I've ever seen. Nelson getting away nicely. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. Right, I'll try again. What time is it? Right, let's try again, shall we? See if Jack can get a better start this time. Hopefully no lag crashes as well. There we go, Jack having a much better start. He's actually going to take the lead from Nelson as they head towards turn 1. The two Mark VDS is actually going to take Nelson. Nelson tries to go round the outside, but he's forced to submit. The two Mark VDS go side by side. Max is lag. Oh my god. Right, so in the quickest fashion possible, I've got to unfortunately disqualify Max because his Wi-Fi is deciding to not cooperate. It's gonna go and bowl with Max. Right, here we go, and it's Nelson who gets to launch into turn 1 this time. Well, this will be fuming. As now they head into turn 2, Josh goes up the inside, but everything stays as it is. They'll file through, just running over the curb there a little bit. Nelson looking to stretch the gap and clear off as he goes over the green. There comes Craig, goes up the inside of Josh. But will he run wide? Yes, he does. Josh goes back up the inside. Down the straight, and he is through. Braking hard for hairpin. Oh my god, Josh. Josh runs to the back of his teammate. Luckily, nothing bad happens. And Josh only falls back to 4th. So, all 5 of these guys haven't got away from each other so far. And it's Craig and Ace who look like he's the one to push the pace as Jack Berman goes wide. So now both Mark VDSs have dropped to 3rd and 4th. Oh, and Finley now trying to take the Mark VDSs. So what's happened to these two, but they've had an absolute stinker of a first lap. As Josh now looks to go up the inside of his teammate into the final corner. Jack goes a bit wide. Josh goes up the inside, not able to do the move, and now Finley's in the slipstream. Double slipstream for him. It's 3 abreast into turn 1. It's gonna be Josh who goes through. Jack actually drops to 5th. All these 5 separated by 3 tenths from each other. Finley taking a lovely line through turn 2 there. And Finley's got along that penalty. And I don't understand what just happened there. Oh, Craig Nater onto the grass. That's going to compromise his whole run down the straight. Just taking the outside. It's going to outbrake Craig. Oh, lovely. He's run a bit deeper, Craig actually gets him back. Lewis Farris just going to let Nelson get away. Craig onto the grass. And Josh is now through into second place. Let's see if Nelson can be pressurised. He's got a second gap now. As he now went to the final corner. Josh maintains a nice tight line and Craig Gator cannot fight the position. And Finley fails the long lap penalty. Josh though with the fastest lap of the race. So currently Josh, Nelson and Jack have the highest amount of warning so far with 2. With the others have on 1. Hardy's 4. Through into sector 2 they go. Already 3.5 laps to go. The gap now under half a second. Each of the braking point of turn 6. Craiginator here is in a perfect position just to follow and see what could happen here. And you've got Jack in the background now, just losing touch of these 3. Oh no! Oh, thank God, nothing bad happened there. The gap's under half a second though. Nelson's starting to fall. It's starting to be pressurised. But these two, they've never. Josh, not won a race in ages. Craig Gator never won a race. Going for the fast rights. Could we see move set up into the final corner? Oh, Nelson's had a big moment, and that has demoted him into 3rd place. Or not. He's going to fight back, but yeah, he's dropped to 3rd place. Pushing to try and not allow Josh to set him up into the hairpin, but unfortunately he set himself off the track. But now they go side by side with Craig into turn 1. He outbreaks the Sky VR46 Calyx and is back into 2nd, and now he's going to be the one pressurising. Through turn 3 and 4 they go. And I think Nelson doesn't have to he doesn't have to win every race, he just needs to basically finish both races and he will be champion. Into turn 6. Remember now the gap's staying the same between him and Craig, so it seems like Jack just for the next race needs to work on his early race pace for a chance at winning. Sorry. The gap at the front now just edging over half a second. Now into these fast rights again. Nelson looking to not make the same mistake as he did last time. Doesn't take so much curb. It's that point Josh under pressure. He goes into the back of Josh, taking a lot more entry speed, braking a lot later than him. So now he's in the slipstream of the Mark VDS bike. Josh goes ultra defensive to the right. Onto the brakes. Nelson's going to try and go round the outside, but he hasn't got the correct line. But he's going to try and get the exit and go for the move at turn 2. Nope, but he hasn't been able to get alongside. He's now flipping to turn 3. And now turn 4. So I'm guessing Nelson's going to try to set up turn 6. Yeah, good exit out of here, pull alongside, and outbrake Josh into the hairpin. But Josh just riding very defensively here. On the brakes they go, and Josh has run a little bit wide at late apex. Nelson goes up the inside and takes the lead, but Josh is still on the inside through as they go through turn 7. Josh forcing Nelson to go side by side, still into turn 8, and Nelson takes the lead in the race. As they now enter turn 9. Josh is going to go the inside, no he's not. And Craig is right there. No way to here we go into turn 10. Josh ends up the inside, but he's just not able to get the exit as they go into turn 11. No way you're going to try and move here. Maybe on the last lap, but now he's just setting up. No way to turn 12. And now into the final hairpin. Nelson taking the defensive line compared to Josh. Josh is going to try and set him up. Maybe he's going to try and do what Nelson did to him at turn 6 as they go side by side out the corner, down the start finish straight for the penultimate time. They start the final lap, nothing really between them, and into turn 1 Nelson cuts across Josh's line. Josh goes up the inside and to make contact as Josh is squeezed onto the curb, and Craig Ayton right there just waiting for all this to happen. Josh still right on the curb trying to find a way past Nelson, but Nelson is not allowing him. Through turn 4, Josh got a really nice run through there, over the curb into turn 5. Josh is retaking the lead. Nelson's going to hold it round the outside. He's forced to set up the bike a little bit, but he's going to turn it back underneath him. He sits him up and he's gone down. And now Josh somehow has kept the lead, but Craig Ayton now goes flying past him down the straight. But Josh outbreaks him. Will Craig be able to do what he did to Josh? No, Josh hugs the apex really nicely there. But now Craig goes up the inside into turn 7, but Josh wipes his nose, sorry. And then through turn 8, Craig right at the back of Josh. Can he try and move into turn 9? No, right, so I'd imagine maybe into turn 10 at a gamble. So you got turn 11, and then if not, it'll be the last corner. I'd imagine Josh is going to go very defensive into this last corner. Craig looking to do what Rossi did to Jibber now in 2005, not able to make the move though. Make it stick anyway, but here we go into the final corner. Josh not going that defensive. Craig's got up the inside, the rear sliding, but he's got a bit wide. But he's going to get a better exit than Josh, but I think Josh is going to hold on. And he is going to win the opening race of round 9. Craig Ayton takes a great second. Jack Berman finishes in 3rd. And Nelson is going to finish 4th. He was just unlucky there. Just sat I think he had to sit the bike up due to his line, and unfortunately, just Josh was there. Nothing he could do. So Josh wins his first race of the season. Craig Ayton 2nd, Jack Berman 3rd, Nelson 4th, and Finley in 5th.
Josh, don't never talk to me again. Never talk to me again. Don't talk to me.
Well, you guys might have heard that. So it seems like Nelson not too happy with what happened. Anyway, back to qualifying we go. I don't really know what Nelson's complaining about. It was sort of just there's plenty of room, so anyway, let's go with race 2.
Everything.
Right, so Josh, you're looking for a double win. It would be absolutely like over the moon that he's finally won a race. That he's managed to do before his teammate has. It'll be an extra boost for him. So with this extra boost, can he go and take pole and another win? We'll see. So now going into sector 2, around turn 5, out of the corner and down the straight. Into turn 6. Into now turn 8. So now into the final sector. So now into the final corner for Josh to set the opening lap of the session. What's the lap time going to be? A 1:41.9. What can Nelson do about that? He's actually going to set the lap time at the early stage this time. So you're doing a bit more riding and racing. It's just natural he's able to do it now. 41.5, Jack Berman with Finley behind him. Jack goes third, Finley goes second. Craig unfortunately has invalidated his lap time as your box. And Craig is the first one out. This is probably their last runs. So through turn 1 he goes. Out of the corner and now into turn 2. Through turn 3. And now turn 4. Out of turn 5. Braking hard now for turn 6. He's run a little bit deep there. Around turn 8 and now entering the double rights of turns 9 and 10, as well as going from the 3rd to 4th sector. This doesn't look to be a pole setting lap. From what I've seen, this is probably going to keep him in 5th, to be honest. But I imagine he'd just be like a low 42. I hope it's a 41 of some kind. As Finley's crashed, that's his session over. Oh, he's gone pole! Oh wow! I was not expecting that. Go on, Craig. Wow. Well, he makes all these. Well, he didn't look the perfect lap at some points, but he made it work in the final sector. So fair play to him. You look slow and you go fast. Dobby style. So Nelson now looking to reclaim pole. And he's got the two more PDSs. Looking to try and take his spot as well. Josh through the rights now. Taking a lot of risk on the curbs. As he now enters the final corner. Looks like they're a little bit tentative on the brakes. And across the line, and yeah, it just seems like he didn't take that as well. And Nelson now looking to reclaim pole position, and he does by just under half a second. And Jack now to round out the session. Josh went mind up last year. Yep, from winning to last. Nelson gets first, Craig Later second, Findlay third, Jack fourth, and Josh in fifth.
Hello.
So every single session for them has been very sunny. No rain, no clouds. No water hazards to be in sight for them, which is good. Apart from that one, obviously. Your name's hogging the red zone, want to try and go swimming there. Just waiting on Findlay now. Right, let's go. Can Nelson get vengeance and take the win in this race? Let's see as they go off. It's going to be Jack Berman who gets the launch. Probably the best launch of them all as they go into turn 1. He's right at the back of Nelson as now we enter turn 2. Nelson's going to want to win the championship in style with a win. Through turn 4. But Josh at the back here, not see if he's able to inflict his race pace that he had last time, as Craig Nater and Findlay are now starting to battle for the final podium spot. And Josh passes Findlay, now he's got the slipstream of Craig. He pulls alongside, he's probably going to outbrake Craig. As Craig moves just before the braking zone. That was very scary stuff for Josh there. Just Craig moving a little bit late there. So that could have sent Josh to God knows where if he was unlucky in that situation. But Josh now into third place. See if he can get his teammate. And now into turns 9 and 10. Oh, Jack getting a bit on the green there. Was the Findlay only wanted to do a long lap penalty. Somehow managed to do it in 2 laps, so I'm guessing he must have been glitched. Must have got one of those once you get 3 warnings in one go. Around the final corner for everyone. And it's Nelson with a 8/10 lead over the 2 Mark VDSs as Josh now pulls alongside his teammate and looks to take the lead of the charge towards Nelson, but Jack holds him off. And now into turn 2, Josh he's got the stronger race pace from the last race, but Jack seems to be a bit stronger in this race. As you got the battle for 4th place now between Craig and Findlay. And Josh, here we go, he's going to He's gone on the curb there, so he's not going to have a great entrance. So he's going to have to try and get a mega exit here, but because of that delayed entrance could have been on the curb. He's not able to, but there he is. He's got the slipstream now round the outside of his teammate into the braking zone. He's going to outbrake his teammate, and he is through, but Jack's going to hug the inside. He's had to go onto the green part there. Josh holds it round the outside, closing the door, and he's now into second place. And now under pressure from Craig. So he's got a yellow band. Now that should mean he's got a soft front tyre of some form. That's just a Dunlop thing, so that's irrelevant. But Craig goes up the inside of Jack, and Jack now has dropped to 4th place. An absolute disaster for him. Just doesn't seem to have the out-and-out pace. But Josh, I don't know. You know, his qualifying's not fantastic, but his race pace is right up there. He is probably the fastest, and he's now right at the back of Nelson. As Nelson makes a big mistake in the final corner, and Josh is right in the slipstream. And now it might be part 2 of that duel. Nelson, it looked like he was about to run wild, but he kept the bike turning nicely there. Back in the rear for turn 2, getting a nice late apex. Craig and 8 with the fastest lap of the race. So it seems like Nelson, just when the fuel load is heavier, it just seems the pace sort of equalises out. But then as soon as, I'm pretty sure as soon as the fuel load is lower, that's when he regains his advantage. So it's important for Josh and Craig if they can try and get past Nelson. But Nelson's taxing all the apexes possible, but he's run a little bit wide. The rear spun up quite a bit there, and Josh is now into the lead. So he's gone from last to the lead in just 2 laps and a bit. Let's see what he can do from this position. Is now Nelson coming under pressure from Craig. Craig setting up Nelson here. Not able to make the move. Oh, Josh runs a little bit wide through turn 9. Nelson's going to send it up the inside into turn 10. No, he's not close enough. Just running a tiny bit wide on the exit there, but nothing too serious. All 5 of these guys can win this race at the moment, as Jack goes onto the gravel. So that's not ideal, but here comes Nelson. Is he going to send it into the final corner? Rear sliding. Josh goes a bit wide. Takes a wider line compared to Nelson. Hugs the curb, but is unable to make any sort of move on Josh, but he's in the slipstream. The problem is he's got to be mindful of Craig behind him. But Josh runs deep into turn 1. That's not ideal. And then Nelson and Craig take the position from him, but Josh holds it round the outside, and he has to submit to both Craig and Nelson. So now Craig will get his shot at Nelson. Can he do anything? As now we go into turn 5. Craig, look at that, he's setting up the exit. He's gonna set the bike up early, try and get the slipstream down the straight. Gaining. Can he outbrake the championship leader? Yeah, he goes up the inside, but Nelson holds it round the outside very nicely there. And now through turn 7. A possible move into turn 8 if he's close enough, if not turn 9. Yeah, so he's going to try and set up the exit, but yeah, he's just not in firing range right now. But Craig just seems to be able to make the bike turn a lot better than Nelson and Josh at the moment. Josh taking a nice line there, but you can see Craig's bike is just, I don't know whether it's just tyre choice or what, but he's able to make that bike hook up a lot better through the turns. He's going to go for no way to turn 12. Oh, so close, but now it's nearly 3 abreast into the final hairpin. And Nelson keeping a nice tight line. Craig nearly going to the grass there, he was that tight. And now Josh actually has to go on the grass, sort of Biaggi Rossi stuff without the actual elbowing. As Josh retakes second, but Craig's going to outbrake Josh into turn 1. There's no way he makes that corner. He does. But Josh is up the inside. And Josh just goes through. But that's giving Nelson a lot of breathing space. as he now just has under an 9th, 10th gap. He's gone to the grass. There's big mistakes by these three here. Unfortunately, Jack and Finley just don't seem to have the pace to capitalise on these mistakes that these three are making. And here comes Josh now in the slipstream of Nelson. Don't think he's close enough to make any sort of attack. Oh, what just happened? Well, I don't know what's happened. I don't even know if that was lag. And now he's got the crashing glitch. Nelson is the... he will be absolutely fuming about that. He just seemed to... The rear seemed to just lift, and all of a sudden he got sent backwards and flying into the wall. I don't know whose bike sent him there. But now it's a battle on again between Josh and Craig for the win. Nelson's constantly crashing, but luckily he's nowhere near the circuit. And Josh makes a pass on the straight between turn 11 and 10 and 11. That's very odd. I don't know whether Craig missed a gear or something. That's extremely odd, as Josh now takes a very defensive line for the final corner as we start the final lap of the race. Josh taking a defensive line through turn 1, but he's going to run a little bit wild. But Craig sort of following there. I think he just through you following, just naturally went the same way as Josh. So Josh now looking, he's never had a double victory. He's just going to keep it all together as they both go on the green. Oh, they want to do top rack business. Around turn 5. Down the straight, Craig's in the slipstream. He's run over the curb, that's bounced the bike and that's destroyed his run. As he now enters the hairpin. And Finley now is right at the back of Jack. Battle between these two for the final podium spot. Here we go, Finley's going to send it up the inside into turn 9. No, he's not close enough to make the move. Josh just holding on now. There's 3 more corners to go through, but he's now the greater of exits out there. Craig is right behind. Are we going to see a carbon copy of the previous race? Here we go into the final corner. Craig's going to send up the inside once again. He's a lot closer this time. He's not run as wide. He's going to get a better exit. He's going to be in the slipstream. But I think Josh is just going to hold on. By the smallest of margins, the Jack Bowman blocks Finley across the line to win the race. So, pretty much exactly the same results. Unfortunately, but Nelson will finish 5th instead of 4th. So, well done by all you guys. That was a great battle for the whole race. Now I'll get up to the interviews. This should be quite simple. Well, it would be if Jack didn't leave. Oh, he's back. Right, so we might as well just do race 1 and 2 in the same interviews.
Oh, fuck me. Boys, can you hear Jack Hammer?
I can hear you. Don't know why I'm on mute. I was on mute. It wasn't on mute the entire time because that'd be a bit bad. But I think it was maybe just a party. But anyway, I'm just gonna do both races. Just one interview for both races. Each of all finished in the same places. Makes my life a lot easier. So you've got 3rd places in both races. You seem to have a good quality pace, and then unfortunately just the race pace. It just seemed like you just lacked something compared to Nelson, Josh, and Craig to fight for that podium. But you got a bit blessed with Nelson's crashes to bring home a podium. So well done. And how was it?
Well, obviously I'm not happy, but I shoot good qualifying pace. in the first one, not so much in the second one. But I didn't have enough time to squeeze in any practice as well, so that didn't help me because I had school and I had to do free practice on MotoGP. But yeah, in the qualifying I had good pace, qualified second actually. I probably could have gone a bit faster by like half a second. But yeah, I just picked the wrong tyres in the race and that's why I couldn't catch them, even though I know I had the pace, and it was the exact same with race 2 as well, because I know this might sound weird, but I accidentally picked a soft front and that was gone by lap 3. You know, I didn't know what to do. I was hoping to try and get a good start and be at the front like I did. I went up to second by the first corner. But yeah, I got blessed 2 times by Nelson's by milestone. I wouldn't say I didn't deserve P3 because of my qualifying pace, but you know, it's a bit fortunate that Nelson unfortunately lagged as well. But yeah, it was a good race, P3. More points for me, so I can try and close into second position.
Yeah, so well done, your 2 podiums.
Thanks.
Hopefully that win's coming some point.
Yeah.
So, Craig,
Yes.
you were in a three-way fight, both races with Josh and Nelson. The first one, you sort of let whatever happened in front, and I'm guessing your plan was just to let Josh and Nelson fight, and then you see if you can attack at some point. Which your moment came when Nelson and Josh collided at turn 5. Josh went off the track, and you took the lead. Unfortunately, Josh outbroke you into turn 6, and then you tried into the last corner but ran wide. Josh went to take the win in the second race. It's all similar situations, except Nelson crashed by himself due to glitches, and then you attacked Josh again into the final corner. You made the line tighter this time. Unfortunately, Josh just was able to get a good enough exit to stay in front. But it's 2 solid rides from battles at the front. So how was it?
I'm happy with it. I was happy with my quality first of all as well. I think I could have snatched pole position in both. Unfortunately, I couldn't. With the first race, I thought I could run with Nelson. I see me and Josh was hanging back behind Nelson a little bit. I tried attacking Josh, got past him, tried going for Nelson. I think me and Josh had a moment, so I eased myself off, sat back a little bit, let them 2 fight. It fell into my lap towards the end. Race 2 was like the same, a bit more battling though for me. Unfortunately, me being silly, you might laugh, I did let off to let Josh in front and follow him for the last lap. I wanted the last lap battle.
That's what happened.
And unfortunately, it didn't work in my favour. Yeah, naffed me over. But I'm sure that win will come, and I'm sure I'm going to be getting a lot of podiums in the Moto2s for future, and the GP as well.
Mm-hmm. So, great job. You were a bit unlucky, but well, a bit unlucky. Bit of a just tactics a little bit off in the second race, but well done for you.
Thank
I
you.
think that's the first time you've actually fought for a win consistently.
Yeah.
So well done.
Well, we'll be seeing consistency a lot.
Yeah. Right. So on to the winner, double winner, Josh. The first one must have been amazing. To do the double must have been even better. Your qualifying pace wasn't amazing, but your race pace just, for some reason, was a lot better than, well, was on par with Nelson. And you were going to take it to him at the end of the first race. You were going to take it to the end of the second race. But unfortunately, you two collided in the first race, and he went down. The second one, robbed of a battle because he had a crash due to glitches. But still, you had to fight with Craig in both times, both similar battles. And yeah, well done on your first double.
Thanks. Yeah, the first race was interesting. Unfortunately, Nelson crashed on my screen though. It was on milestone. He didn't actually hit me, and then I don't know what happened. My bike just wouldn't turn in and went onto the gravel. And then Craig tried in the last corner, the Rossi jibbing out, but luckily we didn't hit, and I got to exit and got him on the line. And then the second race, unfortunately again, Nelson had some sort of a glitch, which it could have went either way then, and Craig tried it again, and the same outcome happened again.
Yeah, so well done, double victory. Yeah, good for the team as well. Don't know what I'll do for the team's championship because I'll have to take time to figure that out. But I'm sure it's good. Also, must be good for you to beat Jack to the first one of the season. Because that means you might have taken him the championship with that or not. Don't know what the points are at this point. Ooh. Yeah, well done, and
thank you.
Wish you more victories for the last races.
Thank you.
Right, so that has been round 9. The last round should be next week if nothing happens on my end. But we will do one more interview since he's just decided to join the party. Nelson, due to Howley not being here, despite the bad luck, you've become champion. So, what's it like to be champion once again? This time in Moto 2.
Yeah, I mean, after two very great but very bad races, it's a bit unfortunate to win the championship in this way. But I must say, it feels good. Last season in the Moto 2, it was a challenge, racing against you, of course. But this season, getting a crown in Moto 2 is a special one. It's good. Very loads of battles with me and Howling. Unfortunately, Howling couldn't make it the past few rounds, so it's kind of gifted too. But I fought hard for it. And yeah, the boys today gave me a hard time to to get a good result and to end it off today. But well, I will have to speak with Milestone for that one. But it feels great, and I just want to thank everyone giving me the pressure, and that just makes me more consistent and more of a better rider. So yeah.
Yeah, so well done. Wasn't the way you wanted to do it, but you did it. And
Exactly.
now it's time for you to win the Season 5 Division 1 title.
Let's try.
So that's been it, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Goodbye.